Whenever we would have a steak at home, Mum would always make us chips, but she would always fry it in olive oil because she loves it so much. So I'm going to show you her recipe for this. I've got a wok here. You can also use a large pot if you like. I'm going to turn the heat on and we're going to add the oil. Now my preference is a good quality Australian extra virgin olive oil. This is a light one, so it's subtle in flavour, so it's all about the chips. Now we want to fill this up, so it's about halfway up the wok. Contrary to some beliefs, extra virgin olive oil is fantastic for frying because it does have a high enough smoke point, which means we are going to get crispy chips. So this needs to come to around 180 degrees. So that's plenty of oil. And now for the potatoes. I'm using Desiree potatoes. It's almost like a Mediterranean style of chips. This is what Mum used to use, so I better keep on track with that. A tea towel out, and I've cut my potatoes into just rough wedges around the same size. And now take them out of the water, and we want to dry them really well because oil and water don't mix. I've also rinsed them in some water to get rid of some of that starch. So I'm going to do this in batches. We're going to dry them off really well. Great. And you can see that this oil is really hot now, so we'll add the potatoes. These are going to take roughly 15 minutes or until they start to become golden on the outside and soft in the centre. Once these are cooked, I'll take them out, just keep them warm in the oven, and we'll do another batch. Okay, I've got some good colour on these chips and they're tender. So I'm going to carefully drain them from the oil and just place them onto a tray. Oh, listen to that sound, crispy potatoes. And this oil doesn't need to be wasted because it is such good quality oil. So what I like to do is just cool it completely in the wok and then use a funnel to place it back into the bottle for the next time I want to make some olive oil chips. But these aren't finished yet. I have to season them with the salt, but I'm also going to add this delicious mix of garlic, rosemary and thyme. But there's nothing worse than overcooking this, so I like to leave this at the last minute and just flash fry it in that hot extra virgin olive oil. So I like to place it just on a small spider, just like this one, and carefully lower it into the hot oil. Just being very careful because it will spit. And let that cook for a moment until the garlic smells quite fragrant and also the herbs. So we'll collect it again. See how it's not burnt? It's just that slight golden colour. We'll place this into a bowl. And now we'll add our chippies, our olive oil chippies, in with that garlic mixture. And salt, lots of salt for this, because potatoes love their salt. A generous pinch into the bowl, and we'll give that a really good toss. How good does that sound? Now just grab a bowl and we'll just pile them in the centre. Whew, they are hot. And all of that crispy garlic can go on top. Yum. Mum's Mediterranean style fried potatoes in extra virgin olive oil. They are so delicious, as is, or like I said before, with a juicy steak. Taste of home.